What's good, everybody? It's your boy UncleSamsReject here, and welcome back to the Oakland A's franchise here on MLB The Show 21. And here we are, gearing up for our first game of spring training, our first look at our ace, Aaron Nola. And, we got some moves that we plan to make here before we get into it. So we were searching around, looking for some trades, and I think I found one that was really intriguing to us. Now, as you guys know, Matt Chapman wants $31 million a year. I do not think he's worth that much money. Maybe in real life, but not for what he's done for us here in this franchise. Take a look at his 2 seasons. He had 269 and 276, 34 and 26 home runs. Cool. Good on base percentage, 367, 357. Slug 452, down from the prior year at 500. Decent OPS around league average and everything like that. Decent power numbers, drove in runs the first year, not as much the second year. Struck out a bunch more the second year, while having the same amount of walks. But I just don't think, we need to spend that kind of money to be competitive. Now, the trade that stood out to me the most, that was going to go ahead and give me a great return for MLB ready players, where the Brewers are offering 28-year-old pitcher Corbin Burnes and 26-year-old second baseman Keston Hiura, 86 and 83 respectively. Burnes will be our bona fide 2-starter, and Keston Hiura can play second or first. And we can move Poisson to third. Gives us good power, good pitching, and one thing we found out about ourselves is our pitching is what's going to carry us in the postseason. So we go ahead and make that happen. So now with that move, this is what our depth chart is looking like, boys. We got Woodward out in left. We got Ramon Laureano out in center. We got Clint Frazier at right. Still got Matt Olson at first. Keston Hiura is now our second baseman. Javi still at short. And Poisson actually moves over from second to third. His overall goes from 80 to 79, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Joey Gallo is going to be our DH, but Joey Gallo, who is an excellent fielder, may end up taking over for, say, Clint Frazier, who is also a pretty good fielder, but, I'd rather have Joey Gallo and his arm out there, just like Woodward is going to be out there because he has that speed. Now, while getting a guy like Corbin Burnes may potentially looks like anyway it's going to move Ganley out of the rotation. I'm still on the fence about Montez. Montez could still be getting moved as well. Another guy I'm not too sure that we want to pay that money to, that he's asking for. But we also have chances to lock in Corbin Burnes and lock in Keston Hiura, who are both going to be long-term options. And it's under that cost efficiency that we really want. 15 a year for Corbin Burnes, 17 a year for Keston Hiura. That's about, as much as we were going to pay for Matt Chapman. So Corbin Burnes, we went ahead and got that deal done. And now we're not going to be able to afford Keston Hiura, but luckily for us, he does have 2 more years of arbitration. But I wanted to go ahead and lock up Corbin Burnes for sure. But that's another thing we might want to do with some of these trades is shore up some of this cap space. All right, but so we actually got an alternative for Keston to sign him through his arbitration years. We're just going to shorten the deal from 5 years to 3 years. Puts us at about 8.4 a year. And he says the length is right, but the salary is too low. I think we can go a little bit higher. Let's say about $9 million, and we do go ahead and get that deal done. Take a look at our rank right now. It says we're the number 1 ranked team. We have the number 2 ranked pitching, 15th in contact, 1st in power, 1st defense, 15th speed. All right, boys. So it looks like the Brewers are going to be our favorite guys to do business with, because we're offering Frankie Montes, 30 years old, 81 overall, and we can go ahead and get a 22-year-old A potential starter in Chu Lee. And then we can get a 19-year-old, B potential 58 overall relief pitcher in Jackie Martin. That also frees up our cap a little bit. Our budget started off, 2.02 mil coming into this deal, and after will be up to 5.4. So, a guy like Montez, who I'm unsure about, I'm dead set on getting Ganley in that rotation this year. So we're going to go ahead and take that deal. So also with that move, boys, what we do, we put Ganley in the rotation. We officially move Marcus Stroman to the bullpen because I feel like he's going to be a great arm out of the pen that can eat up a lot of innings. So right now, this is the rotation. We got Nola, Burns, Alcantara, Luzardo, Ganley. Now, I did go ahead. We did pay Manaea. I believe it was not this past offseason, but the offseason before that. And maybe that's the money I should have gave to Frankie Montes. But I feel like Manaea can still get a little bit better, so we'll wait and see. He is still a starter, but he'll be more of a spot guy. He won't be starting over Ganley in the rotation that I set. Another guy who could potentially move to the bullpen for the time being, just to, strengthen that part of our game up. All right, boys, so coming into today's spring training game, we're going to focus in on Aaron Nola. Coming off a pretty bad year, 11-14, 5.04 ERA, and 180 innings pitch, gave up 200 hits, 1.50 whip, 200 plus strikeouts, though. We're looking for him to have a bounce back year. We're looking for him to be, the ace of this staff, the tone setter of this staff, start beginning, every series that he starts. And his first pitch as the Oakland A is a strike, boys. Here we go. So, yeah, like I was saying, we're focused in on him this first game. We are a player lock. We're going to do the same with Joey Gallo just to see how these guys are coming along. I pretty much know what to expect from most of the guys who return. Of course, ooh, wow, 3-pitch strike. We catch him looking, baby. Let's go. Aaron Nola looking dominant here in his first inning. But, yeah, so, Keston here is another question mark. I'm looking to see how he does. Joey Gallo. Again, we already said when we picked him up, we're not looking for average out of him. We're looking for power numbers. There were some people out there that said don't get rid of Matt Chapman. But just to make it make sense, I feel like it was a necessary evil. Because we'll do well without him just for how we've built this team. And that's strikeout number 2 for Aaron Nola here in the first. And that brings up Mookie Betts. So this is a dangerous guy. But Aaron Nola is locked in for sure right now. Gets Mookie to foul the first one off. Now, a guy I think I may hold on to is Matt Olson. He might stick around, but we also got some other prospects in this organization, at that first base position, or even moving Keston to first base and, bringing somebody up the middle. We can move on from Matt Olson possibly, but we'll wait and see. And Aaron Nola strikes out the side, baby. Let's go. All right, guys. So Nola actually falls behind Cody Bellinger here. He's getting squeezed a little bit. Finally gets a get me over curveball. Murphy wants another knuckle curve. Murphy's one of those guys who I'm expecting to see a bigger season out of this year as well. Wouldn't even be mad if he somehow found a way to be an all-star. I think it's possible. He definitely has the power to become, a premier hitter. As we give up a hit the other way, Cody Bellinger's going to beat the shift there. I mean, if anybody's going to get the hit on you, you would expect it to be Cody B. There's a knuckle curve. Good pitch. Will Smith absolutely demolishes that pitch. And the throw from Woodward, we already know he doesn't throw well. That's an RBI single for Will Smith here in the second. So Aaron Nola, after giving up 2 hard hit balls, comes back with a strikeout. He's going up against Jesus Aguilar here. So the Dodgers just, reshaping and retooling and keep him pumping, some good guys. That should be a double play ball. Javi Tahira to Olsen. He scoops it. And we get out of this inning only giving up 1, boys. All right, boys. Here's the 1-2 to Gavin Lux. And Aaron Nola way ahead here. That's a ground ball. Oh, no, we're supposed to be covering first. Can you get there, Matt Olson? He does. 1 dead. Stay down on it. Poisson, our new third baseman, holding it down, looking much like Chappie over there. I think Poisson's going to be a Gold Glover at third base. You know what I mean? Quote me on it. You dig what I'm saying? But he's moved from short to second because of Javi, and now from second to third because we got rid of Matt Chapman, and he's a way better fielder than Hira. So, we want somebody that can really hold down that hot corner, boys. There we are, going right at A.J. Pollock. He's already struck out once. Big shift on him. Got a boy. Charge it, Poisson. Easy play. Fields fires. Got him. We're out of the inning. We need some run support, though. All right, boys. So Aaron Nola gets taken out in the 4th inning. And we win this game, boys. We went down early, but the offense got it together late. and we win this one 5-4 in our spring training debut as the defending champs. We won our first game. Marcus Stroman came in out of the pen and held it down. I'm pretty sure he's the who got the win. Yes, he did. He's 1-0 on the season. You love to see it. So a lot of good, right? So Aaron Nola, except for, he got hit hard a couple times. Gave up a run. But other than that, he pitched great. Keston Hiura, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs in his debut. Sean Murphy, 2 for 4. Poisson, 1 for 4. Olsen, 1 for 3 with a double. I'm liking where this team is going. All right, guys, here we are. About the middle of spring training, checking in with Joey Gallo. He's hitting 250, 743 OPS, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Sucks he's going up against John Parkey, another lefty. But we're going to see, check in on him, see how he's doing here today. It's hard to hit lefty-lefty on this game, especially for me. But he does still have some good pop versus lefty, so I don't see him not playing against that side of a. I don't see him not playing against lefties. Excuse me. Poisson on second, 2 dead. We got a chance to take a lead here. 0-2. Ooh, that was close. Good take there by Joey Gallo. But I think Joey Gallo is going to be money well spent because he's here to replace Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz gave us 39 home runs, 100 RBIs. And, Joey Gallo just misses an RBI opportunity there. He does put it in play. I'm always, a sucker for that. And, let's see what he can do in AB number 2. All right, here's AB number 2 for Joey Gallo. Bottom 4, nobody on, nobody out. Leading this off here. So we're definitely eager to see how that's going to work out. And Gallo beats the double there. Absolutely drills that one down the left field line. And he's 1 for 2 on the day. Extra base hit, baby. You love to see it. Let's go. All right, here's AB number 3. Joey Gallo, a double and a run scored so far in this game. Average up to 262. They're keeping the lefties in. Here's Keegan Aiken. I can't wait to see what Joey Gallo does against a righty, though. Let me tell you. I got to leave it. Here we go. Tough for 2, Joey. Ooh, and this time he strikes out on a beautiful off-speed pitch low. Keegan Aiken gets his first strikeout of the game. All right, boys, and we end up winning this game 2-1. So Joey Gallo had a big part of why we were able to get a dub out here today. And the team continues to impress for sure. Javi Baez is a player of the game. He goes 2 for 2 with a double and a home run. Joey Gallo, of course, 1 for 3 with that double run score. Poisson, 1 for 3. And Matt Olson goes 2 for 3 as well. Trevor Rosenthal gets the save. Jesus Luzardo gets the win. All right, guys, now we're coming in to check in on Keston Hiura. Killing it this spring. 397, 1,300 OPS, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. I mean, I don't think we've ever gotten even a spring training look like this from Chappie. And just like that, first pitch swinging, just a little bit out in front of the circle change. Hiura has seen the ball extremely well. We brought him in. We locked him up for the next 3 years. And I think this got him playing excited. Good eye. We also got Corbin Burns on the bump today. Hopefully he can pitch well and get a win. He's 0 for 1 so far here in the spring. No big deal, though. We're not going to panic. But, we got some youngins up here that I'm hoping did pretty well so far here in the spring and everything like that. Ooh, we got to drive that pitch. Now, one thing about Hiura, his reverse splits, he doesn't hit lefties as well as he hits righties. Only 61 contact and power versus lefties. Much better versus righties, but, a bat we want to keep it in lineup. But just right there, he's out in front of the changeup. Good pitch by Austin Gomber. All right, guys, so here's Hiura coming up with for AB number 2. This time he's got a runner in scoring position. Runner on second. 1 dead. Kyler Woodward on second, so you already know a single will score him. See if he can hit it hard and put it in play somewhere. Behind on his fastball. Hit hard the other way. He will move Woodward up 90 feet, but it's not quite the RBI that we were looking for. All right, boys. So 2-2. We got Hiura in the field. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can roll it up here. Ball hit up the middle. Gets it to Baez. Baez flips it over to first. 4-6-3 double play, baby. Hiura actually gets pinch hit for by Texas Trill. One of our younger guys, he's hitting 375 so far this spring. A lot of these younger guys, I want to see what it is they can do for us here. This spring. I want to see what they look like before they head back to the, to A-ball, as he's unable to hold up on that changeup there. But we're going to check in on Double-A a little bit more this season. We did a good amount first season. Second season, I feel like we did okay, but then, we got away from it. As Trill hits that one into the gap. If that gets down, it could be 2. 58 speed on your horse. Ramel Tapia doesn't throw the greatest, and Trill is in there with a double. Lead off double here in the bottom of the 7th inning, baby. Let's go. Tough for 2 here, Gallo. Chases one outside, and then Joey Gallo is 0 for 3. All right, guys, so our opening day starting right fielder last year, Peter Harbolick, is going to get a pinch hit. Only hit 182 this spring with a home run, 2 RBIs. He got injured. That's why he lost his spot, and then, you know, guys just play better. You know what I mean? So I still believe in him, though. I don't think we're going to give up on him anytime soon. I don't think he's incapable of producing at this level. Just going to take a little bit more time. Swinging that nonsense. All right, guys, we got A.J. Jones coming in to pinch hit for Javi. 554 this spring with 4 RBIs, 1,100 OPS. So far, we've been unable to even move Trill up 90 feet. We got to be able to hold up on that, A.J. Let's go. Little eager here. You know, I haven't played this game in a couple of days, and when I did, it was on All-Star, so getting it blown by us right now. Ooh, that was just a good pitch. That changeup was nasty. Young. He strikes out there, and we strand one. All right, guys, so Rod Hennessy is coming out of the pen for the Rockies. So far, he's got a decent spring. That's going to bring up Matt Olson. But we're going to go ahead and pinch hit for Matt Olson, and we're going to bring in Chris Martinez, a power bat. You know, a guy who projects to hit for a lot of power at this level. He's 269 average, 538 OPS, one RBI, no home runs. You know, still got a ways to go, right? None of these young guys are absolutely immediately ready or perfect. But he gets a pitch, he can hit, he can drive, and it's out in the gap. But only 36 speed. They're going to hold him up at first, and that's another leadoff single for one of our subs. And we're behind 0-2 once again, boys. We got to protect. We're swinging that nonsense. We put that in play. That's going to be a tough turn. They get Martinez, and they throw that one out of play. Murphy's going to advance to second, so we got to run in a scoring position, man. You know what I mean, and keep that momentum up, but we'll see. There's the 2-0 to Harbolick. And he swung at ball 3, and that's going to be it. Fields fires, got him, and we lose this one 10-1. So Corbin Burns gets the loss. He gave up 5 hits, only 2 earned runs. You know what I mean? 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits. But after the 2 runs he gave up, it just got ugly after that. We only had 6 hits. Trill, Woodward, Olsen, and Martinez all had 1 apiece. So the spring has come to an end, boys, and we finished the spring 15-12. A.J. Jones in 15 at bats, 25 games, hit 467. Austin Allen, another one of our catchers, hit 455. Trill hit 400. Keston Hiura in 77 ABs, 77 ABs, hit 390, 8 home runs, 22 RBIs. Pretty sure that he led the team in both those categories. Joey Gallo finishes the spring hitting 287, so you love to see it. 4 bombs, 12 RBIs. Austin Samuel, 286. Martinez, 281. Perkins, 280. Armenteros, 270. Ramon hit 271, 4 home runs, 13 ribbies. Matt Olson, 5 home runs, 12 ribbies. Poisson hit 250. Javi only hit 250, so he's struggling. But he did have 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. Clint Frazier, really not what you want to see. But you see Kyler Woodward, 3 home runs and 7 ribbies. But in 83 at-bats, man, 181, 25% on base percentage. Not what you wanted from a leadoff guy. Didn't slug well. OPS is low. 6 walks. Struck out a ton with 19. That puts him tied for 4th on the team. Hopefully that just gets better. Coming over here looking at our pitchers. Aaron Nola goes 4-2. 2.86 ERA. So that ERA is way down from what he did last season. Jesus Luzardo, 4-1. 3.13 ERA. 1.26 whip. Alcantara, 2-2. ERA is very high. You know, whip, a 2.0 whip. Definitely not what you want to see. Corbin Burns, decent whip, decent ERA, but he did go only 1-2. Colin Ganley, 1-1. Andrew Chafin, 3, out of the pen, 1-1, 3.77 ERA. Shane Green still holding it down out of the pen, 15 2/3. Marcus Stroman getting lit up out of the pen a little bit. Roberto Osuna had 5 saves. Edwin Diaz only pitched 2 1/3 innings, didn't have any save opportunities. But, you know, the ERA got to get a little bit better. I mean, after the spring, I feel like Osuna has to be our closer going into, the regular season. All right, guys, so that's what it looks like heading into the regular season. I feel like our guys are going to be good, man. I feel like our pitch is going to be better. I feel like our hitting is going to be better than what it was in the spring. Like I said, can't put too much stock in the spring, but I'm loving what I've seen out of Keston Hiura. Hitting for power, hitting for average. If he can keep that up, man, oh man, was that trade worth it? So hopefully you guys are ready for next season. If you are, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you are new. It's your boy UncleSamsReject, RKGames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.
Letting you go, I was just letting you know. I know the weather is cold, but you on your own. I ain't no regular Joe, you should've left me alone. I'm in the zone, I'm where the predators roam. We at the Senate in Rome, and I'm on the throne. This ain't no regular poem, this ain't that regular tone, no. Do you follow me?